Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Upper St. Clair versus Peters Township, an intense rivalry played on a nice evening here at Upper St. Clair Stadium. Panthers come in 2-1-1 and coming off a 2-win streak against Ringgold and Shaler. One win in the section, and this will be the second section game. Peters Township is down one game in the section already, losing to Moon. And will come into this with an intense fire to try and even their record up in the section. Coach Bobby Dyer starts a senior-laden club here. And the Panthers have 2 sophomores, 2 seniors, and 7 juniors. You heard the starting lineup. That's the way we set up. 2 forwards, 5 mids, and 3 defenders. Scott Matthews in goal, Paul Jack Steen and Kyle across the back. 2 attackers, new face in the starting lineup, Will Sullivan along with Jimmy Belak, and the mids, Phil Dormish, Shashay Kumar, Matt Wilson, Karsten Lachelle, and Joe Rust. Ryan Kepka, senior goalkeeper for Peters. And Peters takes the first touch. 40 minutes in the first half started. Wilson heads it out of bounds for a throw-in. Peters will bring it in the offensive zone. Panthers have played a lot of ball control, had a nice game, even though it was 0-0 at the half. Ended up with a 3-0 shutout of Ringgold the other night. We have been controlling the play, good ball control, forcing the offensive thrust, and also maintaining control in the offensive zone helps the defense play through the rest of the game. We've limited the chances on goal for Scott Matthews. He's come up with a big save just about every game. One big one, a couple other saves, and had about 4 or 5 average in a game. Ball goes out of bounds. Again, it'll take a little bit of time for these teams to feel each other out. Peters usually likes to start off strong, but our defensive play has been stifling a lot of offenses, including Cardinal Mooney this year. Ball goes out of bounds. And that's off of Chervek. Will Sullivan drops back to Steen, gets stepped into by Wilcox. Hard push. It's nice and early. Joe Rust looking for a card. He'll get away with that. Wilcox will play tough up front. Ball fed in nicely by Steen. Headed up. Belak tries to take it on a volley. And Wilson's in chase. Kepka goes all the way out to the side and has to send it out of bounds because it was going out of the box. This will be a deep throw. They're letting Danny Poljak take it. Big offensive weapon on the long throw. Poljak goes into the box, looks for a header. A lot of offensive players, and Karsten Lachelle called for a handball as he tried to put it down on his foot. Kepka will take the kick. He's an active goaltender, so we can have a chance to get him out of the goal mouth. We may have some chances here too. Ball sets up. Russ sends it back to Sullivan. Sullivan tripped on the play. And Kumar will set it down to bring it into play. 45-yard line of the Panthers. David Steen, big feed in. Redshirt defender on the back, Chervek. Ball goes outside. Looks forward for a nice feed. Joe Rust intercepts. Kumar has open field. Tries to feed it, split the defenders. Wants to go to his left foot. Takes 2 with him. Makes the hit with the right foot off a defender. Kepka gets the easy deflection. Koepka takes a drop kick, sends it to about the 30-yard line on a nice boot with the wind behind him. Shell makes the play, sends up to Sullivan. Again, ball sent out of bounds on Koepka's activity back there. Deep throw in, Pole Jack takes it about the 10-yard line, throws into the box, nicely done, headed down. And Peters sends it out at midfield. Servac, number 7 in the back, seems to be the active defender. Steen tries to head it down. Nick Wilcox takes it around. Nicely stepped in. Steen works hard. Little drop in, looking for a cross. Danny Poljak takes the ball. Looks up forward. Will Sullivan waits on the play. Off his knee, out of bounds. Peters will take the throw at the 40-yard line. Over the top. Looking inside. Will Sullivan heads it to Jimmy Belak. Matt Wilson sends it back up. A little bit different here, push with Kumar trying to be the offensive player with Belak. Drop in Dormish to Sullivan. Touch back to Dormish. Works through the push. Lachelle comes up, double team. Kumar pushed off the ball, and it's going to be a free kick in between the hash marks on the 30. Peters being exhorted to hold the 18. We'll line up across it. Look for a feed in by David Steen, dropping between the 18 and the goalkeeper. Koepka susceptible because he does come out a lot off his line. Sullivan sends it back nicely. Everybody's on side. One bounce. Koepka gathers it in. Another nice drop kick by Ryan Koepka using the wind. Sends it to about the 30-yard line. Good offensive weapon when he sends that quick start out. Lachelle brings it down. Peters will like to use that long ball too, so we're going to have to start from our end. Another hard check. Belak goes down. We've got to try to keep the ball out of Koepka's free kicks. Get good chances, try to make some offensive plays down low. Steen left-footed in-swinger. Belak heads it, flicks it. Koepka again sees it. Plenty of shots near on goal. Nothing overly taxing. A little bit weaker, miss-hit by Koepka, but headed backwards by Phil Dormish. Poljak battles, brings it out. Forearmed over the top by Shervac. Quick start, Belak's on the run. That was a good look. Almost cut Peters flat-footed. They've done that to us several times in the 4 years that I've been broadcasting here. Stevie Kyle missed the throw-in. And out of bounds off. Joe Rush tries to make the play off the Peters player. Misses him, and Peters will take an offensive throw at the 10-yard line. Short. Nicely done by Wilson. Oh, and Wilson's going to get called on the clip of the ankles, but he was playing the ball, pushing it out hard. Looked like a good play. Could have been a non-call, but it's coming in hard for a 20-yard line. Free kick, three-man wall. Matthews exhorting. Who's going to take this kick? Nice feed over the top. Header in. Matthews is right there. Okay, number 20. Cody Partika from last year. He was a good offensive player, takes the direct kick. Will Sullivan drops it down a little bit too far for Kumar. Wasn't expecting a return that quick. Peters will take a throw. Again, a chance for us to lock it in. Goes long down the sidelines. Kumar heads it down. Bilak touch. Kumar settles it back in traffic. Bilak comes out of it, tries a volley, and it's way wide. Jimmy Bilak likes to take that shot off the volley, usually drives it down. That time it went up in the air. Tough shot to control. Bilak coming off a 2-goal night against Ringgold. Koepka sends it out to midfield. He's going to have a tired leg with all the efforts he's taken. We're just crossing 10 minutes into the first half. Scoreless tie. Peters versus Upper St. Clair. Kumar and chase. Double team by Lachelle. Nicely done. Ball goes out of bounds but did stall the play. And it's a throw in by St. Clair. Nicely done. Karsten played it off the Peters player. Wilson comes out of it, drops it in. Not quite far enough for Kumar. Partika settles it down. Looks for him in the corner. This is a nice favorite play. Big cross coming in. Dormer steps up. 18 takes the try. And it's a goal kick. Matt Venanzo was the guy who took the shot. Played out to the right side of the goal. David Steen will take the kick. Scott Matthews guarding his goal. Comes up with a big left foot. Looks the scene over. Referee whistles it back into play. Bilak misses the flick. Step through by Partika. Bilak controls. Looks for a nice through ball. Kumar looking for a cross. Who's coming down the middle? Sullivan was there. Late goes to the left foot. Off the crossbar. And it's a corner on a tip by Koepka. Koepka's kind of short, but he does get up. Got a little bit on the ball. Just enough to send it to football goalpost. A Shea man, nice left-footed in-swinger. Looking high. Nice save by Koepka. Okay, Phil Dormish will take this corner kick. A set play. Big chance for the Panthers. Dormish sends it in. Body's there. Defender heads it out. Poljack tries to trap. And Wilcox is on the run. Sorry, that's drops across. 18 tries to cross in. Dormish drops it down. Miss hit. Work to Bilak. Bilak drops it back. Kumar tried to make a turn. Lost control. Steve Kyle heads it back out. Good back check by Carson Lachelle. Nice effort. Works hard. 14, good. Ball did go out of bounds. It'll be St. Clair throw. Ball goes back to Peters on a bad throw. A little feed in. Nat Vazano. Dormish sends it out. Sullivan traps. Vazano real active on the sidelines here. Big feed in. Servac served in. Kyle brings it down, sends it to his foot. Lachelle sends it out. And we clear the defensive zone. Midfield. Ball saved by Peters. Lachelle sets it up. Tries to look for Kumar going to the corner. Ball sent hard back by Peters. They don't leave it in their zone. Fed nicely in. Wilcox. There's a tip off of Wilcox. Ball coming out. Nice play by David Steen. Poljack will take the throw. Belak heads it back in the middle of the field. Will Sullivan going up. Servac tried to go over the top. Nice ball. O'Shea's there. Koepka takes him out by a slide tackle with the ball. Nice feed by Will Sullivan to O'Shea Kumar. A little bit quicker to the ball, chips it over top of Koepka, like we said before. He's active back there. He's susceptible to having an open net. Big jersey pull right in front. Matt Wilson's getting mugged. Thank you for the call. Took him a while. Okay, David Steen will take an in swing and left foot from 10-yard line on the offensive side of the field. Swings in, ball goes down. 18 again, active, sends it out of bounds. It'll be a throw. Danny Poljack steps up to take this. Poljack's going over the top. Try for a flick from Sullivan. Lachelle drops it back. Poljack battling. And Lachelle comes in hard, takes a man out. Foul on the offensive side of the field for the Panthers, and Peters will bring it back out. Everybody chases back. And we've just passed 15 minutes into the scoreless first half. Wilson tried to head it forward, slid off the back of his head. Belak goes up, misses. Steps in nicely though, carries the ball through. Oh. Tiptoed through two defenders. Third man took it down, Shervac. He's going to feed. Matthews comes all the way out to the left side of the box, picks it up. And we'll restart the play for the Panthers. First goal kick, punt across midfield to the 40-yard line. Kumar traps it down. Wilson on a body check. Peters comes out of it. Drops it back. They're going to feed in again. Steen tries to play it off the man, feeds it upfield. Number 2 feeds it in. Chested down by 22. Big high kick going the wrong direction. 2 sends it back for a reset. 18 in. Joe Russ steps in, tries to take the body. Kumar distracts the play. Feed to the corner. Nice save. Phil Dormish battles, and it's going for a throw. Peters drops it into the box quickly. Marches in, sends it up over top of the crossbar. Shot taken by Corey Wilcox. Quick throw in, gave him a chance, didn't turn completely. He was running the baseline of the goal. Didn't have a good angle, chipped it up over the goal post. Subs coming in, Kumar and Rust out. Matt Myron and Joey Palladino coming back in. Joey Palladino had a nice game at Ringgold. Played a lot of minutes. Back in the lineup. Palladino brings the ball across. Fresh legs. Dormish makes a touch. Leaves it back for Matt Myron. Dormish tries to dummy it through. Steen off the volley. Over top of Will Sullivan. And the ball drops back. Palladino sends it deep. We'll take the throw in down there if we can lock it in. Servac takes the throw in. Sullivan steps. Tries to go between Servac's legs. Strong defender back there. Kicks it out of bounds. Okay, we got some subs coming in on the St. Clair side, Ben Walker coming in, and Anthony Caruso. Wilson goes out, and Dormish goes out the long way. Danny Poljak going to take a long throw from the 20-yard line this time. Looking for a runner. Ben Walker steps up. Nice positioning. Drops it back to Poljak. Poljak getting a slide tackled. Ball goes out of bounds off of Palladino again. Servac takes the throw. Chested down. Looking for the runner. He's there. A little bit of delay by Steve Kyle helps a shield. Palladino goes through the ride. Palladino sends it into Bielak. Serves it up. Too far. We're just past the midpoint. 20 minutes into the first half. Upper St. Clair Panthers 0. And the Peters Township Indians 0. Peters Township in their red. St. Clair in their traditional white home jerseys. Kepko put it into play, drops it to midfield. Myron heads it the wrong direction. And Peters settles it down. Okay, throw in out of bounds. Quick blow by Kumar. Could have been just a discussion on strategy by Coach Schneider. He's back in. And we got Pat Davis up on the sidelines. We'll see where he's going in. Coach Schwabel's talking to him about what he sees on the field. It's important for the substitutes that are coming in. We've used a full bench. They'll be watching the game, seeing what's going on. Coach Schneider urges Pat Davis to the center line for substitution. They're giving good blows to the players that are on the field, and they also get a chance to see the activity to try and do some strategic changes over there. Ball drops back. Steve Cobb plays off it. Hard tackle by Lachelle. Ball fed in. Kyle on the chase. Poljak has to take the ball out of bounds. Russo, one of the subs for Peters, made the run. Ball drops back. 5 sends it in. 14 on a chip. 18 make a tough play. It's out of bounds. Full ball out. Venanzo, he's the active 18 player here. He's a little guy. Plays defense, moves around. Gets into the offensive play, going to the corner. He headed the ball out. Steen throws over top of Joey Palladino, and Pat Davis taken down. Davis is the new substitute at forward. So it looks like they pushed Kumar up, and they have him up there with Pat Davis. Caruso on the outside, and Ben Walker on the outside. Tried for a hard through ball. Lachelle and chase. Ball goes over the top. Poljak plays it out. Benny Walker steps in. Ball crosses. 14 goes across to 20. Tries to make the play out of bounds. And does so off of Caruso. .20 does a throw in nicely, drops it, sends the ball back out front, looking for a feed in. Poljak clears. We're trapped back, all below the 20, and Caruso sends Kumar on the run. 1 against 2. Kumar makes the stop, looks for reinforcements to come up to give some help, makes a nice play. Big feed over the top for Russo. Kyle puts the ball up the line nicely. That was nice. He didn't try to make the play out. He made the play up. Myron brings it across. Walker inside to Davis. Tries to touch. Looks for Myron on an overlap. And we're caught back 2-on-2. Ball tried to feed through. Nice foot skills. Stevie Kyle trying to stay with the man. 14 going for a corner. Ben Walker tries to stay with him. Left-footed in swinger. Ball's inside. Danny Poljak cleans up in front of the net. 14's going to have a clean cross. And Poljak makes a save for a throw-in. Winding down to 15 minutes left in the first half, 0-0 score. Peters putting the pressure on, trying to make a cross. Goes all the way across. Out of bounds. Off of Peters, going for a throw. St. Clair will bring the ball back in. Ball whistled in. Danny Poljak takes a long throw from the back. Pat Davis, good position. Matt Myron walks it out across his chest. On the hold. Peters bringing the ball back in. Imploring for advantage, but it was a good call by the ref. Peters would probably rather take this free start from about the 35-yard line on the football field. Five's going to do the in-swinger. Ball's up. Out of bounds. Off of last touch, I believe, by Dormish or Rust. Ball going in on the throw. 12 drops into 13. Drops out. Tries a cross on the ground. Looking for a scramble play in front. We're compacted pretty good. Partika makes a nice step around, sets it up. Stevie Kyle makes a stop. Ball goes out of bounds on an errant feed. Steve Kyle takes the throw. Will Sullivan back in. Pat Davis out. Joey Palladino out. And Ben Walker out. Myron sends it up. Belak and Sullivan up front. Matt Wilson back in the game, makes a throw. Sullivan chests it down. Tries to make the play. Peters takes the ball away and sends the other way. Out of bounds. They use those sidelines pretty effectively, but there's not much room for error when you play outside the lines. You step in. Belak, man on his back. Peters clears. Steen nicely done without making a foul. Drops it out. Show Russ drops it outside to Matt Myron. And Matt Wilson was kind of standing flat-footed and the pass got away. Big long ball by Partika, headed down by Steen. Dormish steps in, takes the hit. Matt Myron trying to work around. Peters kind of playing our game here, ball control and putting some pressure on in the offensive zone. Controlling most of the play. Koepka hasn't touched the ball after the first 5 or 10 minutes for a while now. And really, there hasn't been a hard try on goal. Scott Matthews hasn't touched it for the last 4 or 5 minutes either. Nice front. Steve Kyle plays well. Myron boots it up to the 40-yard line, and Peters sends it back. Brought down. Big take. 3 points through the goalpost for the football field, none in the goal for the net for Peters. Just crossing 11 minutes left in the first half, scoreless. Upper St. Clair Panthers 0, Peters Indians 0. David Steen taking a free kick. Scott Matthews steps in front of his net. Ball cleared. Nicely done across midfield. Kumar tries to bring it down. Ball goes out of bounds. Peters substitution. Nick Wilcox comes back in. Kumar looks on the wing for Dormish, doesn't get there. Sullivan trying to chase it down. Ball's in open field. Russ strings it down. Karsten Lachelle taken down. Gets back up, recovers nicely. Good play, Karsten Lachelle. Belak sends outside. Wilson's wide open. He can walk it in. Sullivan on the forearm in his back, measuring him. Takes it down the line, out of bounds off of St. Clair. Big throw over the top. Will Sullivan heads it down. Kumar tries to split the defense, doesn't get there. Scott Matthews out to the 20-yard line, clears it up over the top and out of bounds. Wilcox fresh off the bench. Drops in. That was a mishit. Not a good feed in. Lachelle sends it up. Sullivan heads it, looks for Belak. Ball trickles back to the box, and Koepka picks it up. Drop kick to about the 30-yard line on the offensive side of the field. Moves everybody back, headed over the top. That was definitely a head down off of somebody's arm in the middle. It looked like Steve Cowell. Everybody screamed for a handball, didn't get the call. Will Sullivan foots it over his head. What a hip check. Nick Wilcox just undercut Karsten Lachelle. Ball, nice long ball. Steen to Wilson. Made a nice save, almost trickles right across the end line. It was good transition. Wilson was out there, tried to judge where the end line was at, just misjudged it by about a step. Koepka will take the free kick off his 6 as we wind past 8 minutes left in the first half. Clears midfield. Lachelle goes up hard. Dormish tries to bring it down. Ball goes out of bounds. Dormish does a quick throw in. Belak out of the air to himself. Gets sandwiched by 3 players. Bumped off the ball. No call. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of St. Clair. Peters will get a throw in on the offensive side of the field again. Bobby Dyer's substituting fairly freely over here too. Ball drops back. Big feed in by Servac. Poljak drops it up on the hash marks. Peters runs to it. Ball goes out of bounds. Deep throw in. St. Clair coming out of their end. Poljak's looking to go long down the line. Over the top of 3 players. Helped out by Will Sullivan nicely. Belak can't get there, but Peters knocks it out of bounds. Wilson goes to the corner. Sullivan tries to bring it inside. Looks for the cross. It's nice. Taking Koepka across the goal. Dormish ridden off the ball and brought out by Peters. Steen heads it back in the middle. Peters on gets the call. Lachelle on the trip. Peters will send this long ball in again. Matthews takes a big kick over top. Nicely fed. Header over the top. Scott Matthews comes out of his net. Saw that play coming in over the top. Came straight down the middle. One big bounce, and Scott Matthews grabs it out of the air. Bounces over top of Belak's head. Puts pressure on the defender, and here comes Will Sullivan. Wide in. Kepka can't touch it over. Belak puts it in. And that's Will Sullivan. Bounces it off of Ryan Kepka to Jimmy Belak. That was a nice ball that just bounced over top of Jimmy Belak's head. Will Sullivan grabbed it. Was one-on-one with Kepka. Kepka came out. Will bounced it off of Ryan Kepka. Active goalkeeper. I said we're going to have room behind him. And we made the chance happen. He was on the ground. Belak cleaning it up from behind. Jimmy Belak puts us ahead with 5 minutes left in the first half. St. Clair Panthers 1. Peters Township Indians 0. Ball dropped in over the top. Stormish heads it nicely to himself. It's a throw in deep and low. We'll see if that goal kind of sparks St. Clair for these last 5 minutes of the first half. Throw in, headed up. Will Sullivan looking to bring it down, sends across to Belak again. He's open, got the defense coming across, cuts back, chip shot, and Kepka has to parry it over. Again, the Sullivan to Belak combination almost worked again. Nice little chip shot. Had Kepka dancing around back there. Again, not much height, a lot of activity. When he gets up in the air, he just parries the ball over top of the net. Corner by Phil Dormish, dropping the ball in. See somebody get ahead on the ball. Sullivan comes crashing in. Ball goes out of bounds. We've got Peters on their heels. Danny Poljak will take a long offensive throw in. Big left-handed hook. Matt Wilson chips it back again. Kepka coming out. Belak didn't get there. 4 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 St. Clair Panthers. Kepka takes a drop kick. A little aggravated himself. Shaking his hands back there for his offensive players to start grabbing the ball on that first ball hit. Phil Dormish, nice play, brings that throw down from Peters. Sullivan makes a touch. Ball starting to follow him and Belak. Michelle outside, looking for Wilson on the run. He's tired. He's made a couple of long runs on the outside, but he's pressuring the defender to make a play. Nice effort. Tries to cross it in. Goes across the end line. Kepka will take the kick. All of a sudden, that goal sparked the Panthers to start making ball control, start being active off the ball. Kick went past Matt Wilson. Will turn into a throw-in for St. Clair. As active as Peters was in the offensive zone, they've kind of gotten lulled to sleep here. They're not making a lot of moves. Joe Rust was in on the ball, battling 1-on-3. Lachelle helps out. Kumar comes out of there, tries to split the defense. It's taken down, no call. Wilson drops it outside. Sullivan drops it back. Lachelle's going to feed. Big high floater. Oh, that looked almost like a hand bringing the ball down, too. That ball came off of Matt Wilson's head, hit an inadvertent defender's hand. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Poljak throws it in. Oh, big defensive hold in front on Matt Wilson, no call. Ball comes out, big long ball, bounces. Steen tries to make the play. Again, Wilcox trying to pressure. Peters won't be afraid to go to that long ball. They've got some skilled players up front that can make things happen on the run. Winding down, 1.5 minutes left in the first half. Panthers up 1-0. Throw in over top of Dormish, makes a little save. Ball centered in the front. Through the hash marks, Peters sets up at midfield. Drops it back. It's going to be a big service in. Trying to look for the space, and Belak denies it. Nicely done off of Kumar. Lachelle cleans it up. Keeps the ball out. We do not want a late chance here. We'll play in midfield with these guys for a minute. They go long ball to Wilcox. Tries to head it back in. Steen active. Sends it back up. Lachelle out. Sullivan. Ball taken away. Shot goes low. Matthews brings it in. Brandsteller took the shot. Scott Matthews will send it out with 30 seconds left in the first half. Peters tries to head it up. Joe Rush tries to bring it down. Lachelle heads it up again. Belak heads it out. Sullivan down. Sends it forward. Belak sends it forward. Matt Wilson wasn't expecting that big flick. Pressures a defender. Servac playing nicely. Ball on. 10 seconds left, and Matt Wilson steals it from him. Try to get a service. Belak steps in. Nice job in the corner by Belak and Wilson. And we'll go after the first half. Upper St. Clair Panthers 1. Peters Township Indians 0 on a score of Jimmy Belak from Will Sullivan. Okay, we're starting the second half here. Upper St. Clair versus Peters Township. Panthers ahead 1-0 on a goal by Jimmy Belak off an assist, bouncing it off the goaltender by Will Sullivan. Lineup for the start of the second half changed a little bit. Scott Matthews in net. Back defenders are the same. Steve Cow, Danny Poljak, and David Steen. Midfielders, Matt Wilson, Carson Lachelle. Joey Palladino's in to start the second half. Joe Russ, Phil Dormish. Excuse me. And we've got Pat Davis and Jimmy Belak up front. So 2 changes. Davis and Palladino, some fresh legs, trying to get some speed up front. And it'll be a touch by the Panthers to start this off. Goes all the way back. Scott Matthews is going to gather it in with his feet. Looks outside. Sends it up. Peters gathers it in. Lachelle brings it down, sends it outside to David Steen. Jimmy Belak chests it back, goes out of bounds. Ball goes over the top. David Steen gathers it in. Left foot up to Pat Davis, sends it back. Joe Russ steps in. And we're into the first minute of play in the second half. We got to watch here that Peters doesn't make a quick score. They like this quick attack early in the half. And we're like steady, trying to get our feet under us right now at this point. We can play ball control. Coach Snyder is welcome to play a 1-0 game. Joey Palladino brings it across. And this team's capable of playing 1-0 if you have to. They've done it against Shaler. And they shut out Ringgold. And they had a 0-0 double overtime shutout with Bethel Park. And they also took Cardinal Mooney double overtime into the last 30 seconds, 0-0. So strong defense. Scott Matthews, not overly tested, had a couple of touches of the ball. And Kepka has had the tougher chances on his end of the field. Wilcox over the top. Chops it in. Danny Poljak playing tough in the corner, and it's a goal kick coming out. Steen will take the goal kick. A lot of wind up on top of the press box, a little bit down on the field. We'll see what helps. Steen feels like he's kicking into the wind this half. Drops outside. And Wilson clears to the side. Partika looks to throw it in. Drops back. Sends it in. Matthews going up, challenged. Goes down. Pulls it in. And brings that on a line drive. Cuts through the wind going that way nicely. Peter sends it out of bounds, and David Steen will take the throw in deep in, well, about the 20-yard line on the Panthers' end of the field. Pat Davis tries to shake the defender loose. Danny Poljak steps in, sends it across. Davis gathers it in. Out of bounds on the touch. And the Panthers chase back. This year we've also had good coverage coming back on the ball. Dormish goes up with a defender. Ball comes back down. Joey Palladino chips the ball across. Partika sends it up to Wilcox. Oversteps the ball, drops back. Looking to carry it into the corner, drops back. Servac sends it out. A lot of these seniors had some good playing time last year as juniors on a state championship team, so there's experience out there. Definitely the better the play coming from St. Clair lately. End of the first half and beginning here, just trying to ball control. They're going to make Peters chase. Be patient. Wilson stepped in. Nice touch by Karsten Lachelle. We're going to have to stay active, though. We cannot give these guys plenty of room. They'll take advantage of feeds, and they'll go long ball. Oh, a big interception by Jimmy Belak. 2-on-3 with Pat Davis. Looks to try to keep him on, curling in, and Koepka comes out. Pat Davis was running a straight line down the hash marks, and that ball hooked in. Goalkeeper could intercept the position. Matt Wilson makes a nice touch. Belak steals on a double team, sends Pat Davis to the corner, one-on-one. Good step around. We need a cross. Joey Palladino makes the stop. Ball steps up. David Steen steps in. Has a take. And Koepka saw it all the way. Good effort. Nice cross. Kept the ball active. Ball came back to the open man. Long ball by Koepka. Goes over the top. Kyle knocks it out of bounds. Throw in. Partika looks inside. Nobody following. Steen clears it up the side. This wind is starting to blow right to left, keeping some of these balls hanging up. It's going to help Peters on their in swings. Going to be tough for us to get the ball out. 18 carries it in. It's going to be a corner kick off of David Steen. Partika will take the corner. Bench calls a play. A lot of traffic in front of Scott Matthews there. 20 over the top, headed out by Danny Poljak, intercepted that cross nicely. Peters will have to restart. Poljak plays it off of Partika, goes back to Scott Matthews, an easy pickup. Looks to change the field, everybody checking away. Wilson wanted the ball. Up into the wind, sailing. Ball knocked down. Palladino being held, works through the hold. Wants to send Dormish, still controls the ball nicely. Karsten Lachelle, quick try. Wilson cut inside, was trying to stay onside. Coach Schneider mixing up the forwards a little bit. Peters Township exhorting some of the hits here. Ball goes out of bounds, no substitution by Peters, so St. Clair can't bring Kumar and Anthony Caruso, who are waiting on the sidelines. Ball drops back. This is the big feed that they're looking for out of bounds. Now it's a chance. Caruso gives Dormish a spell. Ashay Kumar comes in for Pat Davis. So it's Kumar and Belak up top. Defense stays the same. Steve Kyle throws over the top. Belak heads it in the middle. Joe Rust by himself. Defender cuts inside. Tries to bicycle over his head. Caruso tries to bring it down, volleys it up in the air. Palladino gets hit from behind. Poljak stops it, sends it out nicely. Kumar on a big hit from the defender coming back. Servac sends it forward. Kyle sends it the other way. Wilson on the run. Can he take the chip to himself? Tough. Peters is following through and using our guys as brakes too, wearing them down. It's a little bit of a size advantage by Peters. Taller kids. Plays after the ball are loose. But we're standing up 10 minutes into the second half, 1-0. Dangerous play on, there's a hold on Wilson. It looked like a dangerous play also. Peters went down for a header. And Kepko bring the ball out himself. Taking the kick from the 10. 10 minutes into the second half, 1-0 Panthers holding on to a 1-0 lead. Ball goes over. Wilcox takes Lachelle. Ball out of bounds. Peters helped make that call on their side of the field. And the Indians will take the throw at midfield. Drops it in. Partika looking to make the play. Tries to send it in the middle. A lot of traffic in there. Palladino stepped in nicely. Got the ball outside. Caruso just sending the ball forward, which is a good play when you're up 1-0 to try and keep this ball in the offensive zone. Not play defense. Headed back. Nicely played by Poljak. Steen brings it in. Palladino drops it to Caruso. Brings it inside. Karsten Lachelle, good touch. Good ball control. Palladino working hard. Gets the hold. Joey Palladino looks for Caruso running down the wing. Out of bounds too far. Overestimated Anthony's speed going down the wing. And the ball carried out of bounds. Peters throws it in. Little flick out of bounds. Matt Myron coming in to give Karsten Lachelle a blow. Danny Poljak, nice throw, left-handed into the corner. Kumar traps it out of bounds off the Indians. Poljak will take it over the top. Headed in by Belak. Matt Wilson almost got a foot on the ball, got his jersey grabbed, and Kepka scampers out and grabs the ball. Kepka sends it over the top. Partika, the setup man, he's going to cross this ball. Sets it up for his right foot. Goes to the left. He's coming across low. Nice job by Joe Russ to clear it out. Matt Myron hits the back of Joey Palladino coming out. Not a good play. Wanted to see it going up the field. Partika sends it up again. Steen heads it out. Again, they're sending up, floating over the top. Kyle heads it down, tries, and it's a handball. Corey Wilcox goes up, hits it with his hand. St. Clair will bring it out. Steen takes a left-footed kick. Joe Rush chests it down, drops outside. Kyle stepped into Myron, waiting on the pass. Steve Kyle has to go back on the chase, bumped off the ball. Nice recovery. Matt Wilson helps clean up his own end. Joey Palladino looks to Kumar. Kumar, nice touch. Here we go. We got numbers. We got 5 on 4. Nice play. Kumar's onside. Is he going to get there? Again, kept active. That's when it pays off. He comes out to the top of his box. Nice play. Good transition. We had a chance there almost. Ball going down the side. Partika's a setup man. Come back to his right foot. Makes his turn. He's still going to try to battle to get in that corner. Double team. Sends it out of bounds. Wants to look for a long throw down into the corner. 14. Goes to the corner looking for a try for a corner. Chips it out. Myron has field. He still has field being on the big chase. Nicely done. Releases the ball. On the big chase. Peters will send it back in. Again, nice play. Kept in by Anthony Caruso. Open field, 3 on 3. Kumar goes to the corner. Runs Servac down. Gets called on the push. And we're 14 minutes into the second half. 1-0, Panthers leading. Goal by Belak from Sullivan. Kepka will take the kick, sends it long. Win carrying from that end. Poljack brings it down. That's probably going to be Peter's strategy, long ball it. If they can carry it into the corner of Partika. Kumar tried to drag it around, got back on the ball, sends looking for Belak coming down the middle. Caruso comes from the outside. Little bit of a rush, but that wind is carrying that ball all the way down the field. Steen measures it, goes up. Myron cleans the back end up. Looks to Kumar. Nice control. Palladino steps in, thrown to the ground. Coming up slowly, knee on knee. Was right in front of the ref, he let it go. It'll be a throw-in on the defensive end of the field. Danny Poljack will take the long throw. And looks like we got Mike McCurry on the sidelines at center field for the first time this year, coming off of an injury. Oh, a big clear by Peters, ends up whacking his own guy. Mike McCurry on the field at midfield, first time this year, senior captain. Replaces Matt Myron. Will Sullivan came in on that exchange too. Poljack crosses the ball. Wilson on the chase. He and Partika, nice chip back. Will Sullivan's there. Battles it, plays it off the defender. Feeds it in. Kumar's sitting there behind the defender. Servac made a nice play. Big cross by Sullivan. We're looking for it. Nice hook. Kepka comes out active. Intercepts the play. Was going for Anthony Caruso on the far post. Good stuff by the Panthers. Good efforts. Joe Russ brings it down. Phil Dormish, it's Joey Palladino, runs over top of him. Man cut in front to play the ball. Joey just went right over him. Free kick by the Indians on the offensive side of the field at about the 35-yard line. 37, we'll call it. Going in. Peters holding the line. Matthews going to take the kick. Left-footed in swinger. Sails up. The other Matthews from St. Clair grabs the ball. Scott grabbed that one, controlled it into his waist, sent it out on the throw. Peters turns it around. Nice cross inside. Mike McCurry sends it back out. We don't want a turn to happen. Big chip and 10 offside. Took the shot anyway. Definite offside position. Nick Wilcox sitting behind the defense. Being onside, you need a defender and a goalkeeper, or two defenders between the man and the net when the ball's played. After the ball's played, you can make the run. He was in position long before that. Ball clears out by Steen. Partika tries to chip it back. Nice steal by Wilson. Looks across. Caruso was there. Palladino didn't get to the ball. McCurry on the chase. We'll see what Mike McCurry has for his first game back. Joe Rust makes a takedown at the top of the 18 on Brandstetter. Brandstetter was doing a shake and bake at the top of the box, tried to get in. Joe Rust took him down. Okay. And Partika's going to take the in-swinger with his right foot this time. Not sure what the wall's doing. Danny Poljak, nice step in, clears it out to 30, sends it back in. No play. Somebody better get ready. Everybody's looking for an offside call, but it wasn't there. Kyle takes the throw. Palladino brings it down inside. McCurry on the run. Looks outside. Caruso trying to catch up to the play. Sullivan intercepts. Ball sent back. McCurry active, changing sides of the field here. Ball sets up. Caruso gives space. Steps in. Forces a pass. Pressure from Kumar. Denies the pass. Wilson's on the man. Nicely done. Double team on Partika. Nice play. Kept that denial. That was good. They were setting up for the feed in. Ball chested down. That's a, oh my goodness. I thought it was going to be a handball. He was going to call. He calls on the back for the Panthers. Free kick from the 30 for the Indians. Karsten Lachelle standing at midfield trying to get in. So is a Peters Township Indian. They won't get in on this free kick. Lined up on the 18. Big chance for Peters Township. 5 takes the in-swinger. Over the top, Scott Matthews cuts inside. Ball was sailing past the post, but number 14 was cutting behind the defense for a header to change direction. They had Matthews coming across the net on the initial save. He made it. And again, that guy coming across would have been the guy who was going to put it on the other side. Nice play. Good read. We made the save. Ball sent out to midfield. Battled at midfield. Dropped back. Pressure stepping up. Panthers are standing tall. And we just passed the midway point of the second half. 1-0. Panthers leading. Ball goes out of bounds. And it's coming Panthers' way. Lachelle back in. Phil Dormish back in. Jimmy Belak back in. Will Sullivan out. Matt Wilson out. Joe Rust out. Again, like I say, Coach Snyder's been going deep into the bench. It's helped fresh legs stay out there. Guys get a chance to see what's happening on the sidelines, and they also do mix it up as far as players together. Lachelle carries down the left wing. Gets a little bit of pressure over the top by Caruso. Kumar steps in. Belak look for a turning shot. Oh, a slide tackle takes Palladino out hard. Hands on the push. And that was number 21, Hutchins. Came back with a hard tackle on Palladino. Came up still frustrated a little bit because he didn't get the ball. Ended up pushing McCurry. Free kick by Steen. Chance here going to the net. McCurry was standing there. No offside call. Went in when the ball was played. He was in position to look for that. Koepka gathers it in. Squeezes out every inch of that line, stepping across the box. Palladino gathers it in. Let's say St. Clair can play this 1-0 game as long as we keep on the offensive pressure and keep the ball out of our zone. Michelle looks to play it in. Ball headed out. Wilcox drags it in. Kyle there. Scott Matthews to the top of the box. Just came to the front of the line. Gathered it in. Sends it across to the 40-yard line. That was so close to the top of the box. Scott came out hard off his line. Ball played at midfield by McCurry. Wilcox to Brandstetter looks like the play that they're trying to make right now, 10 and 14. They are the two runners up top. We got the younger Wilcox following behind them. Ball drops in. Danny Poljak outside. Looks to Phil Dormish too far. Throw in at the 40-yard line. Try for a quick start. Trying to catch the defense. Hits Phil Dormish right in the face. Recovers, send the ball out. Palladino goes up. Belak brings the ball down. Trapped by Brandstetter. Looks inside. Trying to get it on his right foot. Carried it all the way across the hash marks. Outside, they're setting up inside the box. 18 goes to the corner. And ball goes to the keeper for a direct kick coming out. Matt Myron comes in. Joey Palladino goes out. And we're winding down to 15 minutes left in the second half. Panthers still holding on to a 1-0 lead. David Steen takes the free kick. Sends it out. Over the top to midfield. Servac sends it out. Going out of bounds. Phil Dormish shields. Servac sent that out. How can they call that a... Well, they're calling that on a Phil Dormish hold. Matthews sends a big left foot. Going high. McCurry brings it down with his head. Kumar sends it back out to the 40. Brandstetter gathers it in. Nice foot skills. He tries to outstep two guys. Doesn't get past Anthony Caruso. Caruso stops it. On the chase, sends Kumar down to the corner. Can we get a cross here? Dormish holding on sides. Late on the cross. Dormish, Belak, and Caruso were lined up. A lot of good support going back on offense for the Panthers. Myron brings it down. Kumar battling. Karsten Lachelle sends it across. Over top of McCurry. Headed down. Wilcox outside. Brandstetter grabs it in the corner. The better the chance is starting to happen for Peters here. They're controlling the ball, making some crosses. Dormish gathers it, sends it up to Myron. Myron goes in, gets a little check. Belak sends it back. McCurry gathers it in. A lot of good checking back to the ball. Good ball control. Looks for Caruso on the run. Chipped out by number 18. Caruso drops it. Lets Lachelle take the throw. Lachelle drops it into Steen, chests it down, looks for the feed. Nice chip shot. Dormish goes up. He got elbowed pretty big. Belak goes for the left corner, tries to cross across his body. Goes a little bit wide. Good effort. Had the shot, had the chance, took it. 13 minutes left in the second half. St. Clair playing a 1-0 game here, keeping the offensive pressure on Peters. Koepka's clear in midfield. Lachelle and McCurry go up, head the ball down. Belak has control. Sends it up nicely to Kumar. Tried to go through two guys. Defense stepped up. Best part of this is, again, we're keeping the offensive pressure on to try and control the ball. Advantage. Peters are keeping the ball. Steen battled in the corner. Wilcox sends it across to, that's Branster sends it across to Wilcox. Wilcox trying to move on Kyle, sends it in. Myron steps into the ball. Ball goes through, keeper goes down. Scott Matthews gathers it in. In all 5 games of the Panthers, this defense and midfielders have checked back, helped Scott Matthews out, keeping the ball from any difficult chances and letting him see the ball so he can make those saves. Caruso brings it down. Belak across. Sends it over. Dormish, again, we're going to be content to make this offensive play up on our end, eat some clock, and try to manufacture another goal out of this. Poljak comes up. He's clipped from behind, not even close to the ball. It'll be a free kick. Panthers ball, 45-yard line on the offensive side of the field. Partika's taking a long rest. He's trying to get in. Myron chips it across. McCurry. What a push from behind. Lachelle shoved off the ball. On the retaliation, Lachelle called for stepping on the back of the heels. That was really started by a non-call that should have been. Matthews will take the free kick. Couple of McCurry goes up. Dormish comes out. Over the top of Belak. Ball drops in. Doesn't look like he's going to make it. Kyle take the throw. We got subs sitting on both sidelines, so they're going to be coming in. St. Clair's going to be bringing in Joey Palladino and Will Sullivan. Jimmy Belak out and Anthony Caruso out. Kyle take the throw. Defenders have played the full game. Matthews in goal. Midfielders are subbing out. Forwards are subbing out. Coach Snyder's playing the full bench. Ball over the top, headed in. Brandstetter, chip back Sullivan, sends it back to Dormish, across to Kumar. Little touch, has open field behind McCurry, makes him slow down, but McCurry grabs it. Looks outside, Lachelle's there. Pulled the defender up nicely. Oh, if he could have taken Joey Palladino to the corner, it might have been a chance for a cross. Poljak goes up, chipped in. Steen heads it out. Good support across the back from Steen and Poljak. Kyle on the right side. Ball headed up. Poljak steps in. There's been somebody to clean up the back end just like that. Stevie Kyle sends it back out. Big effort by the back line. Kyle goes up and over nicely. No foul. Dormish chips it down. Will Sullivan has the ball. Sends into Kumar. Intercepted by Servag. Nice read. Headed over the top. Ball goes out of bounds. This will be a corner. With 8.5 minutes left in the second half, 1-0 Panthers. Peters will take the corner kick. Partika looking for the Wilcox brothers inside. And we're still not pushing up real numbers as far as selling out here. Partika goes way long. They're going to try to cross it back. Good effort, pressured by Kumar. Sends it out of bounds on the side. It'll be a throw-in. Goes short. Lachelle dogs his number 13. Steps inside. Scott Matthews saw that ball was nice on the left corner. Goes down, makes the save. Corey Wilcox takes the shot. Open shot. Scott had a good look at it. Was in position. Made the save. Ball over the top. Stevie Kyle makes this clear. Ball goes out of bounds. Peters will bring it in. Phil Dormish goes up. Nicely done. Steps through the ball. Matt Myron takes it out to the weak side. Less pressure. Servac gathers it in. Sends up forward. Over top of Poljak. Kyle steps in the cover. Here comes Wilcox again. Blocked by Poljak. Good recovery. Ball goes out of bounds off of St. Clair. Starting to get chances here. Winding down, 7 minutes left. Too much activity in the Panthers' end here. We're going to gather, start pushing the ball up, find foot-to-foot passes. Sullivan drops it back. Big clear by Lachelle. We're going to start playing in their end. Over the top, Partika finds an open man on the outside. Brandstetter tries to settle his left foot, looks right. Blocked out by Steve Kyle. Good help by Phil Dormish from behind. Good denial, made that shot not happen. Defender stepping up now. Big cross, 18 inside. Mike McCurry heads it out. Chested down. Good help by Matt Myron across the middle, not to let a square shot up in the middle. Dormish misses the tackle. And way out of bounds by Brandstetter. Good effort inside. Phil Dormish coming out. Matt Wilson coming in. And we got Joe Russ coming in. And Matt Myron coming out. Again, this midfield by committee, forwards by committee. Good substitutions by Coach Snyder. Trying to keep freshest legs out there. Letting everybody give 100%. Steen brings it out to midfield. Wynn holds it up. Gathered in. Wilcox takes it up. Drops back. A little bit of a miss by Lachelle, but Kumar gathers it in, sends it up for Sullivan with the fresh legs. Joe Rust looks to play it way back to Scott Matthews. Scott Matthews looks it up, sends it up the middle. Cleared out, Poljak. A little bit of a scramble play. Drops it inside. Wilcox goes left foot. Scott Matthews one-on-one with him, saw it all the way. Good position, good save again. Throws the ball outside to Joey Palladino, tries to look for Will Sullivan. Ball goes out of bounds, deep throw with 4 minutes left in the second half. 1-0 Panthers holding on to this lead. Field a little bit tilted. Offensive chances happening for Peters. Now we turn into a corner kick here. By the time they get this corner kick off, there'll be just 4 minutes left in the second half. Pushing up, selling out now. We got 9 guys up for Peters. This is what I expected sooner or later. Big cross in, big header. McCurry brought the ball down. Everybody looked for a handball. Looked like a shoulder. Dropped to his feet nicely. Cleared the ball out. Now it's a throw-in. Repetitive chances here. We're going to get Palladino push from behind. Ball goes out of bounds. Still going to be a throw for Peters. Deep throw. Brandstetter throws in. Wilcox looks for it to go over his shoulder. Corner kick. Height advantage over Joe Rust there. Wilcox took it over, tried to take it over his shoulder. Didn't get there, but Rust was forced to throw it out. Brandstetter, we're already up. Now we're 10 guys up. Bobby Dyer exhorting a chance. Ball goes in. Poljak heads out nicely. Goes over the top. Scott Matthews comes out. Bellies down to the, traps the ball. 3 minutes left. That whole minute was 2 corners, 3 throw-ins, all offensive plays by Peters inside of a minute. Bobby Dyer pushed 10 guys up. Panthers stood tall, cleared the ball out. McCurry at midfield. We need to control the ball, get into the offensive zone. Partika turns it around. Stevie Kyle plays it out of bounds. Pressured by Vernano. Nicely done. Matt Wilson clears up, takes the hit after the play. Called on a clip by Will Sullivan, feeding everybody in. Bobby Dyer says, hold that kick. Matthews going to take it, send it in. Big in-swinger high. Carson Lachelle heads up. Stevie Kyle gets up. Nicely done. Wilcox called on the elbow. Looks like we're cramped up here. And even 2 minutes on the clock. Wilcox is down. I'm sorry. No. 2 Wilcoxes look like they're up. Peters Township player down at the 18. He went high and the ball came down on one leg, cramped up. 2 minutes left. Panthers ahead 1-0. Goal by Jimmy Belak in the first half off a feed on a shot by Will Sullivan. Long periods of time there where the Panthers were in their defensive zone below the 30-yard line, playing tough. Peters getting plenty of chances though. Players still down. Everybody getting a chance to go to the sidelines, get a drink of water here to work out these last 2 minutes. Well contested game. Let's say across the last 5-6 minutes, field's been tilted, but the Panthers have been playing defense, playing a nice 1-0 game. They'd like to be more in the offensive zone. And we're still sitting here with the guy stretching his leg out. Not sure who it is on the ground. It is Wilcox, Corey Wilcox. I'm sorry, Nick Wilcox. Gets up, walks it off. He's the senior. Comes off the field with 2 minutes left in the half. This ball will be a Panthers kick coming at the top of the box, right about the 18-yard line. David Steen will take it. We want to live on the we want to live on the Peters end of the field for these last 2 minutes. Wind in his face. David Steen takes it over the top. Ball hangs up, just barely gets across midfield. Peters sends it up in the air. Handball called against the Panthers. Setting up for a big kick here at the 45-yard line. Matthews serves it up over the top. Poljak heads it out. Nice play. Palladino gets there before it goes out of bounds. Tried to send it up the field rather than out. Throw over the top. 18. Serviceman in the corner. Plays it out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Substitutions, so we eat up a little bit of time here. Belak in. Caruso in. Palladino out. Sullivan out. Clock stopped at 1:15. Referee called a stoppage. Why did the clock stop? Out of bounds. St. Clair throw. We'll take our time, trying to eat the clock. Just winding down. 1 minute left. Panthers ahead, 1-0. Trying to keep an offensive push in here. Calling a hold by Anthony Caruso. Peters will get a chance. They moved it up about 5 extra yards. Coming in with 45 seconds left. We don't need something last minute here. McCurry chests it down. Ball outside. Looking inside. Who's going to take the shot? Mike McCurry steps up. Makes the save. Gathers it in. Jimmy Belak makes the head. Caruso runs past. McCurry challenging. Ball comes in the middle. Partika looks to service it in. Wilcox. What a hold. Holding on to Matt Wilson's jersey. And ball goes out of bounds. Peters throw. We got to hold down 10 seconds here. No shot. Somebody's got to clear the ball out. Nice play. Referee was looking for a whistle. And for the first time in a long time, we'll call this an Upper St. Clair Panthers win. 1-0 over Peters Township on an early goal by Jimmy Belak off a deflected shot off the goalkeeper from Will Sullivan. Nicely done. Well done. 1-0 game. And we move into the Pine Richland tournament for the weekend. That puts Peters 2 games down in the section, and we're 2-0. Till next time, this is Kathy Sullivan on the camera, Bob Hast on the mic. Thank you very much.